How's the chemistry of the unit? That was something Javion talked about yesterday.
It's work in progress, day by day deal, but it's going really well. And it's something that they've been working on since we started back on January the 16th. So it's not something everybody thinks it happens on the field. That's the last place it happens. It happens off the field. It happens in the weight room. It happens when they're doing their drills here in January and February. It happens in the meeting room. That's where it all happens, the chemistry of it. So these guys, when we come into the meeting room and we watch practice or we watching drills and stuff like that, hey, what do you got here, Matt? Coach, we got 4 down. Okay, what's your call? Hey, coach, we're going this to 35. Hey, we're going to go this on the backside. So that's where it all starts. The chemistry starts in the classroom, right? In chemistry, the chemistry of an offensive line is built on trust. They got to be able to trust. You got to be able to trust that the other 4 guys that you're playing with know what to do, why to do it, and how to do it. That's how you gain chemistry. And you can be a great player, but if you don't know what to do, why to do, and how to do it, those guys are going to say, hey, coach, that guy can't run with us now. So they've got to be able to trust each other, and that's stuff that we do in the classroom, and then it comes and then you start working it on the field. So that communication doesn't happen when you get on the green grass. That's been going on since January the 16th. So it's a work in progress, like everything else in the world, right? It's never going to get there. That chemistry, we got to keep building it on a daily basis, So just like they're doing it, we're doing it as a staff, right? We had a lot of staff turnover, and it's the same deal. We're doing it on a daily basis. We work on that chemistry on a daily basis. We communicate in our meetings, in our offensive staff meeting. We communicate. The defense does it in theirs. We communicate in a complete staff meeting, and then we got to communicate on the field. How do we communicate on the field with each other? So we're working on our chemistry. The players are working on on their chemistry. We're never going to get there, but we got to keep doing it on a daily basis.
You mentioned the turnover with the staff on offense. How important is that chemistry and cohesion for the staff?
It's huge, right? Chemistry is about everything. It's chemistry in a family, chemistry in a locker room, chemistry in a staff room. It's everything. And the thing is, I'm the only really holdover from last year's offensive staff, so they're all new, but I'm all new to them. So I put myself in their same shoes. They're trying to get to know me. Well, I'm trying to get to know them. So we're trying to get to know each other. So we're all in the same boat. So, but I think it's enormous because at the end of the day, you got to be able to trust each other, right? Just like the players got to trust each other, we got to trust that we know what we're doing, why we're doing it, and how we're doing it, and so that Coach Dawson can trust me, I can trust him, I can trust Coach Woodle can trust me, we can trust Coach Harris, Coach Beard, right? So we can trust each other. It's the same thing as Javion being able to trust Jalen, as Jalen being able to trust Matt Lee, as Matt being able to trust CC, as CC being able to trust Coop. It's the same exact thing. It's the same exact thing. We just do ours on the second floor, they do theirs on the first floor, right? So, but it's a huge thing, and it's a work in progress, and we're never going to get there, but we're going to keep pushing to try to get it to the chemistry that we need.
Coach Sampson and Cece, just what are your first impressions of these 2 young guys?
Awesome. I think they're awesome. They're because they're 5-star workers. Forget about all the recruiting hype and all that, the BS. Forget about the Twitter world and all that. They're 5-star work ethic. Both those kids. They want to do well. They want to work. They want to try to please you as a coach, and you can jump. I can jump their tail now. They want to be coached hard, so I don't have to. There's no de-recruiting going on because that's not how we recruited them. We didn't blow smoke up their tails when we were recruiting them, so there's no de-recruitment. So they're here. I'm as hard on CC as I am on Jalen Rivers, right? So there's no star system. Right, once they get here, they're here, and they're just part of it, and they don't want it any other way. But they're doing phenomenal. Obviously, CeCe's running with the ones at right tackle because he earned it, not because there's no one else there, because he earned it. And then Sampson's running with the 2s at left tackle because he earned it. And every day they're working to try to get better and continue to solidify their position amongst the O-line unit. And the most important thing that they're working on is they're working on being able to gain the trust of the other guys in the room. How do you do that? They need to know what to do, why to do it, and how to do it, right? And when they do that, Coop, hey, coach, I trust CC. Matt Lee,